Imagine stepping onto a job site where the air is thick with dust, fumes, or chemicals. You take a deep breath, and without the right protection, that simple action could have serious consequences. That's where respiratory masks come in. Today, we're talking about respiratory masks, the gear that keeps hazardous particles, fumes, and contaminants out of your lungs. We're going to cover what they do, the different types available, common mistakes people make, and how to choose the right mask for the job. Let's start with why respiratory protection is so crucial. According to the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, over 5 million workers are exposed to respiratory hazards every year. That's millions of people breathing in substances that could lead to chronic health conditions like lung disease, cancer, or even fatal respiratory illnesses. But with the right mask, many of these exposures can be prevented. So what are the main types of respiratory masks? Dust masks are the basics. They're lightweight, disposable, and designed to protect against non-toxic dust and particles. They're good for tasks like sweeping or sanding, but they won't protect against chemicals or vapors. Then we have N95 respirators. They filter out 95% of airborne particles, including dust, mist, and some biological particles. You'll often see these in construction, healthcare, or during pandemics. But keep in mind, they don't protect against gases or vapors. Half-face respirators take protection up a notch. They cover the nose and mouth and are equipped with replaceable cartridges designed for specific hazards, like chemicals, vapors, or fine particulates. If you're painting, handling chemicals, or working in a dusty environment, this is your go-to. Full-face respirators provide the same protection as half-face models, but also shield the eyes and face. They're a solid choice for jobs involving hazardous chemicals or where eye protection is also necessary. Then, there are PAPRs, powered air purifying respirators. These use a battery-powered fan to draw air through filters, offering protection in environments with extreme hazards, like asbestos removal, radioactive dust, or chemical spills. Now let's talk about some common mistakes people make with respiratory masks. One of the biggest mistakes is wearing the wrong type of mask for the job. A dust mask might work for sawdust, but it's not going to do much against toxic fumes or chemical vapors. Choosing the right mask means assessing the hazard first. Another mistake is improper fit. If a mask doesn't seal properly around your face, contaminants can slip through the gaps. N95 masks, for instance, are only effective if they're snug against the skin. If there's a gap, the protection drops significantly. Then there's the issue of reusing disposable masks. Dust masks and N95 respirators are designed for one-time use. Reusing them can lead to contamination and reduced filtration. Let's bring this to life with a real-world example. In 2020, a worker in a chemical plant was exposed to toxic fumes during a spill. He was wearing a dust mask thinking it would protect him. It didn't. The mask wasn't rated for chemical vapors and he ended up hospitalized with respiratory distress. A simple upgrade to a half-face respirator with chemical cartridges could have prevented that incident. Now let's talk best practices for choosing and maintaining respiratory masks. First, assess the work environment. Are you dealing with dust, chemicals, or biological hazards? The type of mask and filters you need depends on the specific risks. Next, check for NIOSH or OSHA ratings. Masks are tested and rated for specific hazards. Make sure the mask you choose is rated for the substances you're working with. In choosing the correct filters, information can be found on product labels and safety data sheets. Fit testing is critical. Before starting a job, conduct a fit test to ensure a proper seal. If there's any air leakage, the mask isn't effective. How about this? Are you clean-shaven? This is a factor in a properly fitted mask. Inspect before use. Look for cracks, tears, or clogged filters. If a mask is damaged, it's not providing protection. Replace when necessary. Disposable masks are for single use. Reusable masks need regular filter changes. Follow the manufacturer's guidelines to stay protected. Let me leave you with this. Breathing is something we do without thinking. But in hazardous environments, every breath counts. Before your next shift, take a moment to check your mask. Is it the right type for the job? Is it fitted properly? Is it in good condition? Because at Safety Smart HQ we believe that protecting your lungs isn't just about wearing a mask, it's about wearing the right mask every single time. See you in the next video.